Alright, we're back at the butcher here, where we fought him. You guys remember that. And you remember when I saw that item, and I was down fighting the rat, and I saw an item up above me, and I said, oh, that must be towards the start. And I'll make sure that I show you guys how to get that. Well, it turns out that dropping down this hole that's behind the butcher, and just being careful while you walk around up here, so you can walk around, and that there is that item. Actually ends up being something pretty important for, well, not the next stage that we're going to do, but it ends up being important in the future. It's a spider shield. So it's a small shield, which I hate all of them because I love having 100% physical damage reduction. Oh, actually it has that. Oh, I take that back entirely then. It's a really, really nice shield. In fact, it's going to be my new main shield. It weighs less and is superior in every way except for dealing physical damage to the shield that I have right now. The other thing that is nice about it, it doesn't actually list it on the stats here, but if you hit X and read it, it says it has resistance to poison. So, equipping that helps you resist poison passively. You can see it doesn't really show up anywhere actually, but that'll help in later poison-prone areas, and it's actually now our best shield. So, now, back to escaping from the depths. Turns out when I said escape from the depths, I actually meant not use a homeward bone like an intelligent person would, and instead, just fuck this up royally and get totally rocked by the depths. So here we're here with the curse frogs, right? We talked about how getting cursed is horrible. The worst status effect in the game. You can probably see where this is going already. I'm just trapping myself right now. I want to hit myself. I should have just fought the ones that I landed next to. That guy's now cutting off the door from me, and I've got this. I try and switch my shield and then take a swing, and that's all it takes. That'll get you cursed right there. So now I'm cursed. HP is halved. Big skull over my humanity. So it seems like I'm gonna need the 6,000 souls in order to cure that. Right now I've got like none. That's bad. It's real bad. So she's still creepy. And I just wanted to check on the cost here in order to cure humanity. 6,000 souls. Yes, that's a bit of a pain to farm up 6,000 souls at this point in the game. So I'm actually going to show you guys an easier way to get rid. Oh yeah, she's pissed because I didn't buy anything. I'm going to show you guys a bit of an easier way to get rid of curse. This is a one-off, by the way. This is not something that you can do over and over again. You can get exactly one purging stone this way. Alrighty, so we are back at our Firelink Shrine bonfire here, and we are going to go on a little bit of a field trip, a little bit of a side quest here. Back to the area where we did the tutorial. Let's actually. I think that sleeping sound is just foreshadowing. How did I never notice this before? It just goes on forever. I don't think it's that crow making that noise. The crow is entirely too awake to be snoring like that. Anywho, that was the wrong direction anyhow. Now we've got a little bit of NPC action going on here.
Oh, hello. My guests have finally arrived. I will be departing with them shortly. So, I'm afraid I will be saying goodbye soon. It was a pleasure.
Oh, that's unsettling. He seems to have lost his voice somehow.
What have we here? You look awfully raggedy. Times are grim. The least you can do is look sharp. Don't you dare meet my lady like that. You might scare her off for good.
Oh, he's picking on me because I'm not a human.
You are undead as well. Then we've no time to fraternize. I have my mission and you no doubt have yours. We must not let this curse overcome us.
Well, okay then. We will leave it at that. Seems like that might be a Way of White side quest going on there. Anyhow. Our little field trip up here is back to that crow's nest that I showed you earlier. We're actually going to take him up on that trip. With 2 goals in mind. 2 goals. Maybe a third, just while we're there. We'll see how impossible it ends up being. Anyhow, this is the path up to the crow's nest, if you guys have forgotten about that. I always take too many left turns. Press A here and just wait not a minute, but definitely several seconds. Alrighty, and now we are back at the start of the game here. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to skirt around these. Nope, these hollows are gonna come after me, so I'm gonna have to fight them here. And after you kill them by any means necessary, they are a lot more difficult than the
You, give me warm, give me soft.
Sorry, didn't think that was gonna trigger up quite that early. Those hollows are a little bit more powerful than the hollows we've been fighting so far. It's because this is a more advanced area. But if you come here and you just drop a cracked red eye orb into this nest, and don't hit B too many times because you'll fall to your death, and just leave it here and restart your game, so meaning go to quit game. There's going to be a lot of load time. I'm just going to edit out here for you. If you are going to do this, I strongly recommend installing the game to your hard drive, because it will make all of this load time go way faster.
You, give me warm, give me.
And she goes on about that again. But there's going to be a new item here, and no, I said it was going to get you 1 purging stone. It actually gets you 2. So if you don't want to spend 6,000 souls, you can get the cracked red eye orbs that I used there from those treasure chests beneath the elevator, and then you can trade them to this crow. If you've got some spells to burn, of any type really, you can get past those undead pretty easily, and get yourself a purging stone. Yes, curse cured. People act like cursing is the end of the world, but it just costs you a few souls. You gotta be able to suck that up. Good job. Go straight ahead. Alright, so now we want to explore here. It turns out if you actually walk into the middle of this room, it triggers a boss fight. And what you get from that boss fight is a Titanite slab And you can use that to upgrade items to their final form. But we're not so much interested in that. We kind of want to just get all the other stuff. We can come back here later if we want to get that. But there's, for instance, a ring that we want to get while we're here. And there's also a doll that functions as a key later on in the game. Those are the two things that you need to get from here. Assuming you want to go check out, you know, pretty much everything in the game. But it is not gonna be easy. This path down here goes to the doll, but it's not the same as the tutorial. They've added some difficult mobs, one in particular here, and this is one case where I more or less accept that me dying is an absolute possibility.